Okay, so the first question is it a good time to fully invest my time into crypto? Yes. I mean, I think the time to invest your time into crypto was a long time ago. But the good thing about crypto is it's never too late. Right now, we're still too early in crypto. Crypto is for perspective, crypto is a small market. Yes, Bitcoin is blown up. Bitcoin is kind of popular in the crypto world, but most people still don't know about crypto and Bitcoin. So if you compare the size of Bitcoin, which is what, I mean, sorry, of crypto, it's about, let's say, $350 billion market cap. Uh, Gold is what, like 9 trillion, right? Derivatives is what, like 500 trillion or larger. I mean, so crypto is small. I mean, for perspective, the World Economic Forum projects that by 2027, 10% of the world's GDP will be tokenized, basically in crypto. That amounts to about $9 trillion. So that means, based on current estimates, crypto has about a 40x left in it in terms of total market cap. So that means we're still very early in crypto. So I also strongly believe that crypto and Bitcoin is the future of money. It's Web 3.0, because banking industry, finance has yet to be disrupted. Everything else has been disrupted, but finance, which is really the biggest problem maybe in all of humanity. That may seem like hyperbole, but think about it. Finance affects every country in the world. It affects every human in the world. I mean, that's why if you go to any city, I mean, so I always joke with my friends. Every time we travel, we can go into any city, find the tallest building. It's always a bank, because I mean, finance is money, and there's money everywhere. And we think this is the biggest market, and crypto is trying to disrupt that. So the we think the only limitations in crypto on its growth is the amount of capital in the world. And last time we checked with QE and quantitative easing, they're just printing money left and right. So we think this is just getting started. Bill?
All right. So, should you devote your time to crypto? Yes. Okay. Tony Robbins has a kind of a saying that it doesn't matter what you do from 9 to 5. What really matters is what you do from 8 to 2 in the morning. So if you needed a hobby or something to study, or you were that motivated to put that kind of time into crypto, I would say yes, absolutely. Uh, Matter of fact, people say that this is the first inning of a larger crypto move. I don't even think it's that. I think it's more like the national anthem. The game hasn't even started yet, right? Especially if all these altcoins are going to become the new tech stocks. Okay, now, if your question is, should I quit my job because I'm going to go home and buy an altcoin and it's going to go up 100x and I'm going to be rich and I'm not going to have to do anything or think or work for the rest of my life? If that's what you've been told, then the answer is no. Okay. Don't do that. Okay. But if you study, you're in early. Okay. All the sophisticated guys are talking about adding to portfolios. Most of that stuff came out like it's not even a year old. So, study up, put the time in, right? Have that dream or that goal, write it on your wall, right? That you want to pull an Ian Bellina and say, have a nice day to the 9 to 5 jobs and go crypto. Do it.
Yeah, I think that's a very great perspective. So yes, now's the time to get into crypto and invest your time. Time meaning just learning, education. But that does not mean go out there, quit your job the next day. Because even with me, I got into crypto late 2016, around October, but I didn't quit my job right there and then. It took me basically 12 months. So I quit my job the next year, September. So exactly 12 months after being in crypto. And even then, I had a plan. The plan was to first have enough money. So I put in, for those who don't know my story, maybe you're tuning in for the first time. I put in basically about 20 grand in crypto over about I would say 6 months. Then and eventually put some more into crypto as well. But basically, I took about 20 grand and turned that to over $5 million, basically investing in ICOs and altcoins. I was basically the altcoin guy, right? Because high risk, high reward. But I quit my job after I had about $250,000 in crypto. So basically around 250K. And this was September, where I knew, hey, crypto was the future, but I also had enough money where I could survive decently, right? Where if crypto dropped 50%, I'll still have about 6 figures to live off of. Plus, I'd also minimize my expenses, which not everyone is willing to do. That means I got rid of my nice flashy Mercedes. I moved out of my nice 4-bedroom house, put everything into my parents' basement, and basically said, okay, by the end of the year, I'm going to be traveling. So I was just trying to minimize my expenses. Then in December, actually, no, sorry, in November, we began the Crypto World Tour, right? And that was us traveling the world, meeting crypto people, doing business. But I took actions that led up to that, right? It wasn't just, hey, let's quit ASAP, right? It was kind of planned out. So if you want to do that in crypto, plan it out, have a strategy, but also be willing to minimize your expenses, because in a way, it's kind of like working in the corporate world in sales. Working at IBM, salespeople would always joke that it was feast or famine, because the base pay they give you working in sales is very low, and you basically go 6 months basically living way below your means. Then after you close a nice deal, they give you a fat commission check, and the commission checks were huge. So it was basically feast or famine, and you had to kind of balance that. So I feel like if you're going after a goal, maybe you want to go full-time into crypto, plan it out, save money, reduce your expenses, but have a backup plan, because, hey, maybe it does not work out, because lots of people in December 2017, and I would say probably into spring 2018, went full-time into crypto. And I would say after 2 years of the bear market, probably 90% of them ended up getting jobs again, right? Very few people are still full-time in crypto, right? So the ones who survived a 2-year bear market either were smart and cashed out or took profits on the way up, or they were able to diversify and find other ways to make money, right? Whether they invested into real estate, whether they built a business in crypto, which I think is also one way to diversify, right? So if you're going to invest time, it's not always money. You can invest time and begin a business, right? Maybe you have a particular skill set. Maybe you're a developer and you begin building crypto applications and blockchain apps. Maybe you're a consultant. Maybe you like Bill, you do technical TA and analysis, and you begin using that as a skill, right? So there's so many ways to get what you already have, but also invest time into crypto and make it win-win. So great question with that. So thank you for asking that. And to our crypto family, tell us what you think. Anybody with any advice for the person who asked this question, tell us down in the comments below.